Hello, Roy.
Don, what's happening?
We've got visitors. Sir.
Come in, Barrett.
This is Wing Commander Grant and Squadron Leader Adams, Air Vice Marshal Davis, and Lieutenant Bergman.
Glad to meet you, Grant.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
How are you?
Well, sit down, gentlemen. Congratulations, Grant. I hear today's operation was a great success.
Well, we all got back, sir.
Good. Anyway, there'll be no more operations for your squadron for the next 17 days.
You mean we're on leave, sir?
No, I don't. All leave is cancelled until further orders. 633 Squadron are assigned an urgent, most secret operation. Your men are going into training for it, and that's all they need know for the present.
You mind if I ask a question?
Yes?
Why our squadron?
What do you mean?
Some of our men have been on 12 strikes in the last 2 weeks. They're pretty tired, sir. They were looking forward to a leave.
Unfortunately, they'll have to wait for their leave. All leave is cancelled. Since you took over, your squadron has attained a high degree of efficiency. You can look upon this assignment as a reward.
I'll try to, sir.
Now, for the operation. As you know, the Germans have been building mysterious concrete blocks all up and down France and Belgium. At long last, intelligence have come up with the answer to what they are. They're rocket launching pads. Yes, the Huns have got a new operational rocket. D-Day is imminent. These rockets could smash the invasion, and they're ready by the thousand. Why don't they use them? Fuel. Without very special fuel, these rockets would be so much scrap. Now we come to why Lieutenant Bergman is here. He's one of the leaders of the Norwegian Ling, the resistance. They've discovered the location of the only factory the Nazis have at present which can make fuel for these rockets. It's at a fjord just north of Bergen. Here's Bergen, here's the fjord. It's called the Svartsa Fjord, the Black Water Fjord. Now, as to the exact location of the factory, I'll let Lieutenant Bergman tell you.
First, I must explain that the factory itself is not the target.
It's not the target.
No, the factory is bomb-proof. It is also sheltered by a huge cliff.
Well, then what do we bomb?
You bomb the mountain.
You blow away the whole overhanging cliff so that it buries the factory.
I should explain, too, why you cannot bomb from above. The underground have brought in geologists to study this mountain, and there is a fissure underneath the overhang. If you explode from below, the entire overhanging cliff will come down, or so we hope.
The only way you can get into position is to fly up the fjord at about 200 feet. The Huns have flak posts at the mouth of the fjord. At 200 feet, you'll be blown to hell, which brings me back to Bergman. At an exact hour on M-Day, the day of our mission, Bergman and his men will neutralize the enemy flak posts. If all goes well, Grant, you should have a clear run up the fjord.
If all goes well.
The factory will be shipping fuel in 18 days. Your special bombs will be ready in 17. Today is M-17. Your orders are to obliterate the target at whatever cost. Any questions? Lieutenant Bergman will be working closely with you. He knows the target well.
What are we going to practice on?
Well, we found a valley in Scotland. It's not nearly as tough as the fjord, but it's the best we can do. Barrett?
Sir.
This gives you exact schedules and routes to the training site. Training to commence immediately. Well, I think that's all, gentlemen.
Oh, Adams, will you see that Lieutenant Bergman finds suitable quarters?
I certainly will, sir.
Nice to have you with us, Lieutenant.
Thank you very much. Oh, Wing Commander. I just wanted to tell you how pleased I am. You were the one they chose for this operation.
I'm glad you are, Lieutenant. I wish I felt the same.
You give me the impression of being able to do very difficult things.
I do what they tell me to do.
Ah, but this is terribly important.
Mm-hmm. That's what they always say.
You sound so cynical.
Do I?
You have not seen the Nazis at close range.
Close enough.
In the air, yes. but I have seen them in my own country, torturing and killing innocent people.
So you want to bury him under that mountain, huh?
Yes, it will help win the war.
Look, Lieutenant, as long as we're working together, we might as well understand each other. We'll do the best job we can, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a job, not the Holy Grail, okay?
I will try to remember that.
You do that.
Climb in, Lieutenant. I'll drive you to your quarters.
Thank you.
Marks the spot. Our climb is slow. We'll have to increase our approach speed to 290.
How are we going to bomb the target even if we get the right approach speed?
That's what we're here to find out.
Made 8 passes already and each one's a bust. Skipper, just let's sit this one out, eh?
Don't you trust me, Hoppy?
Like my dear old mum, but this one's a bit dicey.
I thought you wanted to see Scotland.
Yeah, but not upside down.
You had a good day, Grant.
Not good enough. I'll try it again tomorrow.
Well, that's yesterday, today, tomorrow. That's 3 days already out of your 17, Roy. Perhaps you'd better take the squadron.
All right. I wish there was some way to see that target.
I could describe it to you, every detail.
Hey, wasn't Bissell an artist?
The center peak is higher.
This one?
Yes. And the cliff hangs over more.
Fine. Now, what's this all about, Skipper?
You'll find out soon enough.
I see, sort of, hush-hush.
Well, you sure that's the way it is? I mean, as you remember it?
Yes, that's as good as a photograph.
Good. Thanks, Bissell.
Sir.
Oh, Bissell, how you making out with Mary? What's her name?
Mary Blake.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of hush-hush, but, we're going to get married.
He's out of his head.
Don't you approve of war marriages?
No, not for me.
You don't want any, attachments?
That's right. How wide is that fjord at that point?
Not over 200 yards.
What's on the other side of the fjord?
A lake. A large lake.
What's that?
A sailboat. My sister Hilda and I used to go sailing there. She's in England now.
How'd she get out of Norway?
We smuggled her out in a fishing boat just after our parents were killed. And your parents, Roy, where are they?
My parents? My mother's dead. I haven't seen my father since I was a kid.
Well, I have been more fortunate. At least my memories before the war were happy ones.
What'd you do before the war?
I was studying to become a doctor until the Nazis came. Instead of learning how to cure, we learned how to kill.